I'm Dion, and welcome to the beginning, the start, the intro of Plus Minus Zero. This is a You First podcast.
What does that mean?
It means it is your place to help you achieve a mentality breakthrough, an equilibrium, a reboot in many aspects of your life. Everything we encounter in life right now really needs a longer look and a different perspective. The COVID-19 pandemic was one of the greatest learning opportunities in our lifetimes in so many ways. Yes, you may automatically think of all the bad that has happened and how it ruined your daily lives. We're habitual beings. You may not adapt easily in a world of comfort and convenience. But you cannot keep blaming that, and you must look forward. It taught people to be prepared. It also taught prepared people they weren't really prepared at all. Many may choose to ignore the fact that thousands took that opportunity and to learn new careers, created new inventions, learned how to be closer families, learned how to grow their own fruit, their own vegetables. Life continued on in so many ways behind the scenes. It was a golden opportunity in so many ways for those that needed that breakthrough. They made it happen, if you ignore it or not. I do not ignore the fact, though, that it did worsen our mental health crisis in so many ways. Not all can adapt so easily. If you stay in the same place, you learn what your environment teaches you. Television, the internet, or your inner circle programs you. You are the result of your action or inaction based off of that. Period. Life doesn't come with an instruction manual, and we're dependent beings. Do you think Einstein was born smart? Hell no. If you take away education and guidance from birth, we are nothing. We're a clean hard drive. No knowledge of technology to depend on, no knowledge of any laws, no knowledge of any kind of religion, no knowledge of what's good versus what's bad. You are what you are because of the choices that were made for you and the choices you make in between. Day after day, many of you are staying exactly the same. You may be echoing actions from the choices that were made for you. However, you can't fact check others if you don't fact check yourself first. There's no progress, and you're just giving yourself a sense of progress.
I binge watched Tiger King today.
In a state of comfortable ignorance. I myself know that exact feeling. Yes, it made me feel comfortable. The illusion of being content. However, I was very uncomfortable. I was not content. I was one of those people that used to say,
ignorance is a bliss.
I would always find someone else to blame instead of blaming myself. If you blame the cook, you're going to blame the doctor, but they're not the ones that told you to eat the fatty burger. You'll come up with some sort of delusion. That's not your fault, but unfortunately that's natural. You want comfort. We all want comfort. Comfort in nothing, comfort in anger, comfort in being numb, comfort in happiness, comfort in your own definition of facts, whatever. Truth be told, yes, we are all dealing with some sort of challenges in our lives that we're trying to take our minds off of. Some more than most, some tragic. It may have been within your control, it may have not. Nonetheless, it's messed with your overall energy, your progress, and it has thrown you way off of your path. You may not have matured in ways you should have. You are a 30-year-old adult, yes, but in your mind, you may be a 16-year-old child in some ways. You've probably been led away from your true talents by those that controlled your life, from those you trusted, or you had no choice but to trust. No confidence, no progress. Something blocked that child from learning fully. Something may have blocked your desire, your willingness. You're unable to grow, unable to react properly to things you have never experienced. You were kept from. You were sheltered from those true facts. Just think for a second, is there a chance you inherited ignorance? You were kept away from things that were considered taboo by your teacher, and that you continued to conform for comfort. Quite possibly in controlled fellowships and households, in hate or bliss. Again, you're an animal until you're taught otherwise. It's okay. It's not your fault, and it's natural for you to fight the discomfort. Everything may seem like it's not manageable when the world is not understood or misunderstood. Many don't understand when their minds are clouded, filled with anxiety, going 100 miles per hour with uncertainty. You don't have the energy in a day, but you have enough energy to watch 100 videos on TikTok. If any of this is you, then Plus-Minus-Zero may be the exact thing to help you take a step back, take back a second of your time, take another look to see that there is a better path, a way forward, a rebalancing for work, for choice, for fitness, for family, for your life. How it's going to go is every episode that I produce will be on a different topic, where I'll be providing my input from experience and pure facts. Each one will create conversation, and there will be growth from each one. This is how we naturally dissect it, analyze it, and evolve. Not manipulate. You're figuring out the real root cause of your things to help bring balance to yourself in pieces of your life. In order for this to work, though, you have to be honest with yourself. Come on. You have to put your stubbornness aside and be open to unlearn what you have learned and be comfortable with being uncomfortable. If one episode topic is not your thing, maybe the next one might be. Who knows? With all of the channels out there to help people, this is simply my unique approach. With Plus-Minus-Zero, I will be giving you suggestions based off of the episodes, based off of years of experience and research. After this intro, be sure to check out my first episode where I'll be talking more about Plus-Minus-Zero in depth. So, to get this out of the way, to introduce myself, I'm your host, I am Dion. I am not a mental health professional. I am not a life coach. I am not a personal trainer. I am not a nutritionist. And lastly, I am no salesman. I love a wide range of art, music, movies, comics, and video games. Really, I'm just a huge fucking geek. But most of all, I love life. I love to learn. I love to help people. It is in my nature to empathize, to listen. That is my strength. I've listened enough. I want to help you understand. We all need that right now, and there's not enough of it. I am doing this for you to help support you on your journey. Please know, and this is very important, I am not here to fix you. Only you can do that. This is not manipulation. This is to help you get you to your next step. That is what this is about. Guidance by facts with a balanced frame of mind is the goal here. Take away what you have learned and process everything into total understanding. It's your choice to change your outcome and change your life. Before I proceed any further with this in any episode I produce, please make your absolute best judgment before you start this or any program. This is at your own risk. Professional help is truly the way to go for serious reestablishment needs. So, if I'm not an Ivy League professional with a paper on my wall, what makes me so fucking qualified to even do this? Well, I don't need a degree to empathize and suggest. I just have raw experience and years of cutting the fucking bullshit. I have been in a lifelong pursuit of trying to find my zero or find my equilibrium. Like others, I myself just want a ground level understanding of what tools I need to bounce back from life's challenges. What is the root cause and how do I fix it? In order for you to understand where I'm coming from, I'm going to be transparent with you on some facts of my life. Why I need to find my zero to let you know that you're not alone in this. I am a DVT survivor. DVT stands for deep vein thrombosis. I had a blood clot from my groin to my ankle. At the end of my blood clot, there was a thing called a free-floating tail that could break off at any moment and travel into my lung and give me a pulmonary embolism. I was told bluntly by the ultrasound tech that I could die instantly. I was terrified to even go to sleep. Imagine that. Would I wake up? Still, to this day, I constantly live with threats of blood clots that could kill me. I will be talking more about my progress and DVT awareness further in one of my episodes. You need to understand. I have Hashimoto's disease, which means I have an autoimmune thyroid that attacks itself. I must maintain a strict diet to keep it in check without being on lifelong and expensive medication or having my thyroid removed entirely. If you don't know anything about your thyroid, this powerful gland in your neck, I will be talking more about thyroid health further in one of my episodes. I used to be morbidly obese. I'll never forget the fucking day. I went to the doctor's office and I was on a scale and I dialed in at 300 pounds. I was 19 years old. I wore a 44-inch waist jeans. To be more honest, I was more comfortable in stretchy pants or sweats. I used to wear extra large and double extra large shirts. I would drink 12 Mountain Dews a day, some sort of candy every day, no water. The smell of veggies and fruit disgusted me. To this day, I still have a constant battle of craving food. I will be talking more about fitness, health, and food, especially food, in one of my future episodes. I have been through my share of mental abuse and physical abuse in childhood and adulthood. I am introverted. I have anxiety. I get depressed. I get irritated. I have trust issues. I get jaded. So fucking what?
That's life. That's what all the people say.
But again, does that make me qualified? Hell no. I don't need a PhD on life. It just means I'm a human being with experience. And certainly, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me, please. You live, you learn, you get stronger, you move on. Deep, dark defeat happens. It doesn't mean it's the end. I've taken each of my battles head on and have always come out of it, and thankfully with great support, my inner circle. Even though it wasn't easy, and it wasn't easy for my friends helped me find a way. Before accepting help though, I had to accept things for myself first. It's insanity to stay the same and not identify that you're wrong and expect an outcome you desire. In order to do so, I had to accept failure. I had to accept defeat. I had to be willing to give up the past shell of my life, and let it be my teacher. Finding maturity after ignorance. It helped strengthen who I am and how I handle things. I was able to mature in ways where I wasn't maturing before. After years of insanity and stubbornness, I am simply grateful to be closer to my zero, my balance, more than I ever have before. Like everything, it takes a lot of work, a lot of it. And it's okay. I'm nowhere near perfect, and you can't redo your whole lifetime. You must look forward now. Perfection is never possible because the work never stops. Life never stops. To improve, you must do it, check it, act on it. Thanks to online communities, there are thousands of ways to get all kinds of support nowadays. If you found this channel, then hopefully this one works for you. Use plus minus zero and augment it into your life with other things that is working for you. We all must combine our energy and our experiences. I will absolutely share more with you in future episodes and will happily answer questions afterward, in a group or one-on-one. And please know I accept only healthy, non-toxic feedback. I am always learning. You may see something I don't see. If you see an improvement somewhere, tell me. That's how I can improve. This is all new for me. Throughout the years and to this day, I have been and am supported by some real, talented, intelligent, huge-hearted friends. I am beyond thankful for all of you. You have no idea. I dedicate what I'm doing here to you. This is for you, all of you. Truly, too many to name. And that's why I'm doing this. I realize that it's not easy for everyone to get the support or guidance they need. On top of that, I realize it's especially hard to even trust someone to get that guidance. This is where the jaded part comes in. You lose faith, you lose energy, you get stuck in your own inner vicious cycle, and you just want to hibernate or self-implode. I've been there so many times. My intent for this is to help. The world is bigger than you, than all of us. At this time, I am not sponsored. I am not getting paid. This is raw and this is true. Even if I do get paid down the road, this will still be raw and true. Please note, I am not your end game. Again, this is a breakthrough for you. I want this to work and show you that you can do this on your own and get you ready for your next stepping stone. Hell, maybe you might teach me a thing or two and help me with my next breakthrough. That's how this growth and networking thing works. That's how this succeeds. Healthy, truthful connections that can have a positive influence and help find a rhythm in your life. So networking wise, if I ever do refer you to anyone, it will be into individuals, professional or non-professional, that I personally know. That will tell you the direct truth and truly want to help you. Yes, they may have a business. Peeps do need to make a living. However, most of them have a wealth of simple and truthful information and content for free. Not everyone gets paid for hate or gaslighting you. There are a lot of honest people out there that genuinely want to help, but they are hard to find. I will help find that for you. You need to redefine your inner circle, directly or indirectly. Turn off the hate and flick on your brain. On that hate note, this is a 100% non-hate, non-extremist environment. Plus minus zero is about finding balance with us. It's about unity. If you're stuck hugging either side of the polar wall, this may not be for you. You may need help in other ways. There is no wolf. There is no sheep bullshit here. Kindly move on. And please know, opinions are okay. Non-toxic though. Think it out before you talk. How you opinionate may be an improvement you need to make. Be respectful to others. It's important. Your words alone may have consequences that for someone that's trying to build themselves back up. Communicating opinions in the form of healthy, productive output is exactly how we work things out.
As my pappy once said, opinions are like assholes, son. Everyone's got one.
To find our zero, it's important to communicate, to learn, to process everything, to trust again. This is the only way you can dig down and get yourself right. Now, let's address the big elephant in the room. One of the true root causes to our problems today is that our daily world is filled with an information overload. When very few of us had computers and no smartphones just 20 years ago, everyone really still relied on newspapers, the news, or word of mouth pretty much. Information was pretty much scarce in comparison to what it is today. You trusted what you got. In smaller towns, you got much less. And trust me, I lived in a small town. Now everyone has a resource, everything possible in the palm of their hand. They think they know it all, good or bad. This is simply overwhelming to us cave people, to our animal brains. The culture of before and the culture of today are clashing. Gaslighting and misinformation are nothing new. We knew back in the 1980s to avoid the used car salesman. However, with the internet, social media, many of you are now the used car salesman. It's our human mechanism to size someone up that we're looking to trust. And the narcissists out there are skillful at knowing how to play you just right so you can trust them. Playing with your mind, using your favorite sports team, your type of faith to sell you that car. They will use your family and your own heart against you just for their gain. Keep an eye out for one of my future episodes called Empathy versus Narcissism, where I will go into this further. You must understand this in order to adapt to today's society. It's a must. This is not my truth. This is the truth. Red apple, I'm not going to convince you it's an orange. We must better understand those we encounter with in our life. Understanding just a little can open up doors. Some people want to progress, but some people just want to watch the fucking world burn. The arsonist probably feeds the arborist, or vice versa. Regardless, we must all coexist. That is inevitable. That is balance. In today's society, we must accept that emotions and triggering are inevitable. Everything is readily available, every comment section. That comes with said judging. Some of my episodes may certainly bring that. When I started this, I accepted that. Judging is our natural defense mechanism. Something I've said might have already curled your toes. But no, 100%, I will be respectful as possible, and I want nothing more than to help. If you get triggered by anything I say, just please step away and breathe. It's natural. Let your thoughts naturally process. You may be passionate, fighting your own pride and denial. You're trying to figure it out. Hell, I'm trying to figure it out. That's what the point of this is to figure it out. None of this will ever be malicious, though. Certain tones, certain words, certain smells may displease you, but congratulations, you are blessed to be a human being, you animal. Hell, someone may call you a snowflake and you'll get triggered. Guess what, though? Just know that those snowflakes melt to create big fucking waterfalls, roaring rivers, and are responsible for growing your fruit, veggies, and big fucking trees. It waters your lawns and fills up your drinks. Flip the script. You're a human, maybe a little cave person in there, but you have the ability to be intelligent in ways you do not realize. You are capable of doing great monumental things. With a powerful inner circle, direct or indirectly, you can change your outcome right now. We're here because we want to find ourselves, reinvent ourselves. Do it for yourself, your future, your family, your children. Again, find your why. So, are you ready for your breakthrough, to start your journey, to help your next understanding? If so, start episode 1 of Plus Minus Zero, find your zero, and find your hero.